Dear students, please pause the video and try this question. Test your skills before we reveal the answer. So we have to find how many pairs are correctly matched. When location in use and country is given, if a beginner student doesn't know anything about it, think about the history of the country. Think about its religion, language, or any socio-cultural linkages you can make. So in this question, when we see Syria, it is an Islamic country, but Donbas sounds more of a Western name. This might be wrong. This approach will help sometimes. Sometimes it may not go in the way we would like it to be. For example, Syria's capital is Damascus, which is an English name. Okay, but it has its own Arabic version, Dimashq. Okay, though it is following an English name. Most probably, history, religion, language, socio-cultural background, such things will help most of the times. Sometimes it can go wrong also. So it's always better to study. But if you don't, in exam hall, if a new country is coming, think about these factors to connect. Now about Kachin, it is given Ethiopia. We know Ethiopia is basically a country in Africa. But when we look into the sounding of Kachin, if you can connect to history, Ho Chi Minh, Vietnamese leader, and you'll understand that Chi Minh, this is synonymous more with the Asian languages and help a roll out second. If you know the facts, it is well and good. If you don't know the facts, use these. Then third is Tigray and North Yemen. Difficult to connect. However, if the fact is known that Tigray is in Ethiopia, well and good. Always keep in mind in these type of questions, UPSC has the habit of interchanging like this. Okay. So when solving these type of questions and also in statement questions, you might remember augmented reality and virtual reality was given interchange definitions. So always look for interchange in UPSC questions. Okay. If you know this fact, you can easily arrive at B. Otherwise, it is a 50-50 option between A and B. Now, Donbas is in eastern part of Ukraine. You know about the war. Now, Russia's conflict with Ukraine is going on, and Ukraine's border was asked in UPSC Prelims. It can be asked again also. So just remember, imagine Ukraine as a sunflower, and its roots are from Belarus and the Russian roots. Since it is a sunflower, it has flower right. Its petals are expanding to west. This is just an attempt to connect Ukraine's history into an imaginary kind of story. Okay. So from Russia and Belarus, now Ukraine is growing towards the west. It is showing more affection towards west. I told you, we have imagined Ukraine as a sunflower, right? We know that sunflower is given MSP in India. So M, Moldova, S, Slovakia, P, Poland. To whom MSP is given farmer. Farmers are still in Hungary and Romania. Hungary and last letter are Romania. Okay. Try to remember with this. If you have any other code, please stick to it. Okay. Now we will Kachin. So it is in North Myanmar. Here, ethnic Kachin rebels are fighting against military junta who had taken over Myanmar through a coup. Now Tigray is in Ethiopia, where conflict between federal government and TPLF, Tigray People's Liberation Front, was going on, and it led to a 2022 peace deal called Pretoria Agreement. You know the peace holds, but situation is fragile. Anytime, anything can happen. So this is Tigray region. One thing you must note that Red Sea and its modern countries are very, very important in upcoming 2025 and 2026 students. And Ethiopia is not opening to Red Sea. But UPSC has high chance of giving Ethiopia an option. Please remember it is not opening to Red Sea. Other countries you have to study. Now, Syria. Always you see that Syria is in news for conflicts, violence. I thought of in a few seconds I will tell what are the basic issues in Syria. First of all, there is autocratic government in Syria led by Assad's family. Okay. And this government led by Assad is basically a Alamite minority-led government. Okay, so ethnic basis is there in this conflict. But the protesting people against this autocratic government are Sunni majorities. So ethnic conflict is there. Added to this, Kurds are there in Syrian borders. Okay, and they demand autonomy. So the situation becomes pretty complex. Added to that, foreign players are interfering. Russia and Iran, they support the Assad government. US backed rebels market. Okay, so there was prolonged war. Prolonged war happens, there is chaos. When chaos is there, what happens? Terrorist groups like ISIS, they rose, leading to instability and lot of misery actions. So this is the basic issue in Syria. Next time you read paper, you will be having more clarity about the background. Now, for UPSC, the border is remote. Syrian borders, you have to know. Turkey is there, Iraq is there, Jordan is there, Israel is there, Lebanon is there. Okay. And UPSC had earlier asked about which one countries in this region are opening it to Mediterranean Sea. So Egypt is there, Turkey is there, Syria is there, Lebanon is there, Israel is there. Most importantly, Jordan is not. Remember, Jordan not opening to Mediterranean Sea. Iraq also not opening. Okay. Now you have to know Yemen is in news for some time. You have to know the basics of background of Yemen. Just few seconds. There is historical north-south divide in Yemen. There were two separate countries until 1990. But even after unification, still that political, cultural divisions, they go on. Now, so there is basically a historical divide. Added to that, the government is very weak and under President Hadi's leadership. Okay. And this has alienated the citizens. Citizens discontent against the government is there because it's very weak corrupt government. Now, there is Shia Scudi rebels. Okay. They, upon feeling marginalized, they took over Sana'a, the capital, in 2014. So this is Shia Houthis. And that led to civil war with the Sunni backed Saudi. Sunnis who are ruling. And they are backed by Saudi government. By who Saudi Arabia is majority Sunnis. And the rebels Shia, they are backed by Iran, which is majority of Shia. These are two Muslim sects. So due to this proxy war, this conflict is going on between Shia Houthis who are Shia sect, and the Sunnis who are the ruling government. Okay. No, don't confuse this Houthi with the Hezbollah. Hezbollah is in another militant group in or terrorist group in Lebanon, and they are also in news. If you please give names, don't get confused. Okay. Hezbollah is in conflict with Israel now. Hezbollah's leader was assassinated because Hezbollah attacked Israel from the South Lebanon, that is towards North Israel. We'll see it in another question. Now, this is Yemen, capital Sana'a, bordered by Saudi and Oman, and Red Sea. Yemen is opening to Bab el-Mandeb Strait, and Ethiopia is not opening to Red Sea. Okay. Study Red Sea countries very well. Very important for 2025 and 2026 prelims. Thanks for watching. If this helped you, please give it a like and subscribe for more UPSC insights.